Prince Harry opened the fourth Invictus Games in Australia today, buoyed on by his pregnant wife Meghan. The wet weather failed to put a dampener on the event, although thunderstorms did see the opening ceremony delayed by over an hour. The Games are the brainchild of the Duke of Sussex, and it is said to be his favourite time of year. They were named after Invictus, Latin for unconquered or undefeated, and see wounded, injured or sick armed service personnel and veterans come together for a sporting event. Speaking ahead of today's opening ceremony, a royal aide said, "The Duke and Duchess are incredibly excited for the Invictus Games to begin. The energy and stories behind the Games are always inspiring, and it has been the Duke's favorite time of year ever since the Games began in 2014. The competition started in London and moved to Florida, USA, in 2016. The Games are also a particularly poignant event for the newlyweds as they made their first public appearance together at last year's event in Toronto, Canada. Today's opening ceremony comes on day 5 of Harry and Meghan's extended tour of Australia, New Zealand, Fiji, and Tonga. Prince Harry was seen eagerly practicing his speech in front of his pregnant wife Meghan hours before the event. They then got spruced up for a reception, where Meghan wore a Stella McCartney dress and a coat by Gillian Anderson for Windsor. Earlier in the day, the royal pair paid their respects to the war dead by opening a refurbished Anzac memorial. The former British Army captain and his wife laid a wreath of Australian native flowers at the steps of the memorial, as Prime Minister Scott Morrison, other dignitaries, and servicemen and women looked on. Harry and Meghan were then taken on a tour of the newly remodeled shrine, which was first opened in 1934 by Harry's great-great-uncle, Prince Henry, the Duke of Gloucester. However, it was left incomplete due to a shortage of funds during the Great Depression. A project worth $40 million Australian dollars, £22 million, has finally realised the memorial's original design. In a handwritten signed note pinned to the wreath, Harry wrote, "In memory of those who paid the ultimate sacrifice, and in recognition of the men and women for whom the scars endure." Wearing the tropical dress of his regiment, the Blues and Royals, Harry unveiled a plaque that noted the extension was opened by a grandson of the Queen. The wording was a nod to the original plaque Prince Henry unveiled 84 years ago, which noted that the memorial was opened by the son of a king. It marked a rare solemn moment on the tour that has been well received by residents down under despite growing Republican sentiments in the country. Invictus fever has been growing all week, and on Friday Prince Harry scaled the iconic Sydney Harbour Bridge alongside 3 competitors. The royal planted the flag for his inspirational event at the top of the bridge, which he managed to climb in just 13 minutes. The first event actually took place before the opening ceremony, the Land Rover Driving Challenge. Dressed in matching black shirts, the royal pair headed to Sydney Harbour's Cockatoo Island for the event.